Darwin gets you two things: a spotless tropical city and the gateway to the Kakadu, Litchfield and Kimberley areas. But many people spend all their time in the city and never make it out. This is a mistake. In this video, I'll show you when to go, how long to stay, and the two things into the outback beyond Darwin, one rugged and one that has nothing to do with four-wheel drive. Let's get started. First up, is Darwin worth visiting? Short answer, yes. Some people picture Darwin as a rundown place, but here's the thing, that hasn't been true for many years. You'll be amazed. The waterfront area has a purpose-built, crocodile-free swimming lagoon and a wave pool right in the middle of the city. There's so much to do and to see in the city. I'll talk about that very shortly. Overall, in all my years of planning Australian itineraries for travelers, Darwin is the most underrated 2 to 3 night stay in the entire country. Also, for my viewers in Singapore, Malaysia and Hong Kong, Darwin is actually closer to you than Sydney or Melbourne is. It's about 4 hours in the year compared to 8 hours to Sydney. What to do? Give the city real credit. Budget 2 to 3 nights here before you go anywhere else, not just the overnight stop most itineraries give you. Now here's where it gets interesting, because the next mistake is the one that actually spoils holidays. The timing. Many travelers show up assuming any time works for Northern Australia, or they default to their own summer holidays. But this is actually not the case. The two seasons up here are day and night, literally. The dry season runs between May and October, 30 to 35 degrees, blue skies, and this is when the national parks are actually open and safe to explore. The wet season is from October to April, and October to December specifically is what the locals call the build-up, the most oppressive humidity of the year, and this is catching out people all the time. Also, the cyclone risk is real in the wet season, so believe me, this is not the best time to go there. So what's a better move? If you can pick only one window, May through to September. The shoulder months, April and October, need real caution, not just a coin flip. Keep in mind, every year it's a little bit different too when it comes to the seasonal starts and the finishing times. Have you ever been planning a trip around the wrong season? Tell me more in the description box below. Now stay with me, because coming up is the part that actually changes how you experience this whole region. A dry season only way into the Kimberley that most Darwin videos never ever mention. But first, what's actually worth doing in the city? Darwin, what actually deserves your time? Most people spend one evening at Minjill Beach and call the city done. But here's what most travelers guys won't tell you. Minjill Beach Sunset Market is a dry season market only, May to October. Visit in the wet season and you'll miss it entirely. But there are other markets all year round instead. The Museum and Art Gallery of Northern Territory houses 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, a 5.1 meter crocodile. And the 𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗏𝗏𝗏 cage of death puts you in a glass tank alongside the saltwater crocodile. Not a metaphor, an actual glass tank. And if you want to go a little more underground, the World War II underground oil storage tunnel is an interesting place to check out. This isn't just a dusty museum stop, it's an all-important part of Darwin's history. So here's an handy tip. Build your city around your interests. To get your full picture on Darwin, I'll put a link in the description box below to the local Northern Territory tourism website. So this covers the city, but here's the thing. The city was never really the focus point of this video. It's getting exciting, folks. Right, we're halfway through this video, and what's coming up next is where most people either get this completely right or completely miss it. How to actually experience the top end, not just tick off Darwin City. If you find this video helpful, please hit the subscribe button below to stay in touch for more helpful travel videos to come. Also, please tick off that little like button, as it helps our channel to grow. Thank you very much. Right, the Kimberley. So remember what I said about the dry season being the only real window? Here's the thing, that's exactly the same window, so between May and September. It's also the expedition cruise season into the Kimberley area. Coral expeditions, heritage expeditions and true North cruises are all running small ship voyages straight out of Darwin, trekking the Kimberley coastline to Broome, horizontal falls, Montgomery Cliff, King George Falls, Aboriginal rock art you can only reach from the water or with a helicopter. Some of these cruise itineraries keep going further towards Cairns, northern Queensland. And here's what most people don't realize. This is not a rugged, four-wheel drive only experience. It's a comfortable way into some of the most remote coastlines in Australia. Proper cabins, expert guides, zero driving. So what's a better move? If the idea of an outback excites you, but a four-wheel driving through doesn't, this is your way into it. Book for the same May to September window as everything else in this video. Also, I recommend to book this way ahead, like 8 to 10 months, for the best deals and availability. I'll put some links in the description box below for you to check out. Now, four-wheel drive, outback tours or expedition cruise, which one would you pick? I really love to know. Put your thoughts into the comments box below. Also, I've put together a free downloadable itinerary that includes Darwin as part of a wider Australia trip. Grab it in the description box below. Now let's build your four-wheel drive adventure. Most people try to fit in Litchfield, Kakadu and 𝗏𝗄𝗃 into 3 days flat out. But here's the thing, that's exactly why they come home disappointed and tired. Litchfield is about 90 minutes drive one way from Darwin, Florence Falls, 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃 Falls, Burleigh Rock Holes, all easy day trip territory. The Kakadu is 3 hours one way and it needs 2 to 3 days on its own. The yellow water cruise, the rock art and the crocodile spotting. Katherine Gorge, also 3 hours one way, has 13 separate gorges you can explore by boat, canoe or helicopter. The golden rule, the Nature's Way, the 7-day self-drive loop ties all three together properly. That's not a suggestion, it's the structure the region is actually built around for self-drive travelers. But even better is to go with some excellent local tour operators running day and multi-day tours from Darwin, like Venture North, Outback Dreaming. These guys are fantastic if you're looking for the real thing with local insider knowledge and experience. I'll put some links in the description box below for you to check out. Again, if 7 days sounds a lot to you, here's the thing, 4 to 6 nights minimum in the region isn't overkill. It's the difference between a stopover and an actual trip. Now here's some practical travel points, 3 things before you go. Number 1, accommodation, the Minchell Beach Resort. If you want a swimmer vibe or a dinner, apartments in the waterfront area for the middle tier or youth shack on Mitchell Street if you're on a budget. Number 2, getting there. There are direct flights into Darwin International Airport, the Stuart Highway if you're driving up from Adelaide, or the Garn train if you want a 3-day luxury train ride instead. Number 3, safety. Treat everybody off water as crocodile territory, not just the ones which warning signs. Box jellyfish also are a genuine risk between October through to May. And if you're self-driving anywhere remote, carry 2 spare tires minimum, satellite communication, and at least 2 to 3 litre water per person per day. Handy tip, cultural Aboriginal experiences are available in different levels, from hands-on sessions like spear throwing, weaving, to the meeting the locals on their land. These are some of the most memorable hours of the whole trip. Again, check out the link to the local tourism site in the description box below for more details. So here's the pattern to put everything in this video together. The Litchfield, 𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗃, Kakadu and Arnhem Land loop is 5 to 7 days. The four-wheel drive Kimberley expedition is 3 to 5 days minimum trip. Even the expedition cruises run 7 to 17 days. It's not a coincidence. That's what the region itself's telling you how long it actually takes. Here are my key suggestions for Darwin and the far north of Australia. Number 1, go May to September. Number 2, give it at least 4 to 6 nights minimum, not just a stopover. Number 3, choose your way into the Kimberley, four-wheel drive or cruise or plane, and build everything else around that choice. Get that chain right and your Darwin stop being the place you fly through becomes a piece that makes the rest of your Australia trip so much more sense. I've done a full video on the 2-week Australian itinerary. Check it out in the description box below or up here, because Darwin slots into that route exactly where it should be, right on the top. Thanks very much for watching. See you in the next video.